This is my review of the Fjallraven Kanken 15 backpack. Kanken, or I don't know how you say it, but making this video because pretty much every single video seems to be from a college sorority girl or something, and it's a great backpack for more than just those people. So mine is, as you can see, I've put had a friend of mine sew a little thing over it, but it is a genuine Fjallraven bag. As you can see that. Yeah, I thought the logo was a bit pretentious and annoying, although it looks pretty cool, but you can actually see the sewing here. But yeah, it looks kind of like an army bag. Just a quick overview of the bag, since you've probably seen this in every other video, but I'll show it anyway. So you have one big laptop pouch in the back, which is my favorite part of the bag. It's perfect for a 15-inch Mac. Just goes right in, and I mean it fits like a glove pretty much. I also think the newer 16-inch Macs that replace the 15 have, I think, the same dimensions, so you should be good on that too. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the whole, like, if you look at me pressing this way and this way, it's basically, you know, the laptop takes up the whole pouch, and it's quite nice. Then there's the main big pouch. You put the majority of your stuff in here. You got a front pouch here for, you know, like little stuff, wallets, pens, pencils, whatever. And you have water bottle things, which are, yes, perfect for a hydro flask to continue the basic trend here. Yeah, and so you have one of those on this side, and then same thing on the other side. And then the material is, it's a special canvas that they make. I've had the bag for a year and a half, since the beginning of 2019, and it's worn, I don't know if you can see this, a decent amount, I'd say. And then, like, in some of the more like parts that you rub on more, like the bottom and stuff, you can see there's a little bit more wear. I have no idea if I'm holding this bag in a way that the camera can see, but yeah. And then another thing with the material, which brings me to the main issue I have with the bag, is that it kind of wrecks your clothes a little bit. So I guess, yeah, if you're a basic sorority girl that, I don't mean to say that in any offensive way, but, you know, if you're wearing your clothes like 2 times a year, then, you know, you probably don't really care, you know, if it ruins your clothes a little bit. But I did find wearing it for, you know, wearing the same clothes, you know, once a week or something, you know, throughout the course of a year, it does tend to wear on this part, especially like right in the armpit area where this part of the strap is rubbing. Also, the shoulder straps here are pretty flimsy. You know, like the foam is not the best. It just pretty much after a month it was kind of flat, especially if you have heavy things in your bag like a laptop that weighs 4 pounds. But that's not really an issue when you're, you know, if you're just using this bag for walking around college or whatever, you know, campus and going to class and whatnot. This bag is generally meant to be, they say it's waterproof. I've never actually tested that. Let me see if it's actually waterproof. Actually, I should probably take my laptop out first. They want to ruin this bad boy. Alright, so if I just pour a little bit of water, let's hope I don't. Whoa, yeah, it's just kind of going everywhere. I think it'll eventually sink in a little bit here. I can move the camera, kind of look at what's going on here. Yeah, it's just kind of running mostly off. And if I look, yeah, actually just dry this on my pants. If I look on the inside, it's wet. Actually, it's dark on the inside, but it's not really wet per se. So I wouldn't. It's not. It's definitely not waterproof. It's water resistant though. I mean, if you're, walking to class for 10 minutes, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, Windows background's cool enough anyway. If you're walking around class for 10 minutes in the rain, or campus, if you're walking around campus for 10 minutes in the rain, it's your stuff's not gonna get wet. But I mean, if you're walking around all day, in Madrid or something, and it's raining of cats and dogs, then your stuff's not gonna be okay. But yeah, overall, I mean, for a canvas bag, I mean, you're not gonna really get much better waterproofing that I can see. And so that brings me to who is this bag for and who would I recommend it for? Now, when I bought it was 115 bucks. Not really sure what it is now. Maybe if I know how to video edit, I'll put a picture of the... I would generally recommend it for college students if you like the look. I mean, it's a square bag, so it looks kind of funky sometimes, but I think it looks neat. I don't know if you want to go by my fashion choices though, but it's nice for college. If you don't mind spending 115 bucks on a bag, it might be a bit of a waste of money. And then for traveling, I'd say it's pretty good. It's a great if you bring a suitcase and then you just have, we want an additional backpack to just buzz around with during the day. You're gonna fit right into most European cities, I'd say. With this like major cities where there's lots of students and whatever and other study abroad kids, you're not just gonna look like you're lugging around all your stuff all the time, which is kind of nice. People weren't like giving me funky looks. You don't want to look like one of those people that has like 50-pound pack. I mean, if you do, that's fine, but generally that's not what I want to go for. And so it's a great backpack if you're just looking for something to travel with a bit and run around campus with. I'd say this bag is big enough for minimal travelers to use as their only bag. You can fit quite a bit of clothes and stuff in here and toiletries and whatnot. So if you really, you can, I traveled with this as my only bag for a week, and it was a bit small, but it was fine. I mean, it was really nice to have everything, with me all the time. I had one pair of pants, like way in the bottom. I had an umbrella. I had 5 shirts, like 6 pairs of underwear, 10 pairs of socks, I think, something like that. Maybe not 10 pairs of socks, but I like to bring a lot of socks. And then toiletries and everything, and it was enough. But I think it's also the better use would probably be just your like a daily drive if you're bringing a suitcase to Europe or something or wherever you're going, and you also just want to have a backpack to sort of walk around during the day with, and perfect for that. It can get a bit irritating rubbing on your back all day if you're using it all the time for more than a few days, but probably not an issue if you don't have like super dry skin like me. Like this part was a bit, like this bottom part rubbing all the time was a bit annoying. But yeah, if you're looking for a bag just for like a single like backpack to go somewhere with, I would probably recommend going to REI or something, or getting a more typical like backpacking backpack that's smaller but that doesn't look like a backpacking bag. Overall, I'd give it probably a 4 out of 5. Value would be a minus, but looks are a plus. The fit is the actual like fit of the compartments is a plus, and then the material is kind of an because it's a bit rough on the clothes, but the water resistance is very nice. And that's my